Hello, everyone. This is the Danny and Francesco show. I'm Francesco DiCarlo, and this is Danny Smith. Today, we're going to be discussing the upcoming MLB season. And today, we're going to be discussing our American League predictions. First, we're going to start with the AL East.
So I'll give my predictions first, then Fran will go, and then we'll talk about each team specifically and what we expect from them from this upcoming season. So for the AL East this year, I think the Yankees will win the division and come in first place, followed by the Rays, then the Red Sox, the Blue Jays, and Orioles.
I got the same exact thing. Me and you are both on the same page here, which is nice.
Yeah,
it's good.
One thing when I was looking at the AL East, I really like the Blue Jays this upcoming year. I'm really not sold on the Red Sox at all.
Traded Betts, traded away Price.
Other than Devers and Bogarts, I really think the team's has a lot of question marks like all over the place. I don't know who's gonna be starting for them.
I mean, I guess they got Kevin Pillar to kind of fill the void of Mookie Betts, but I don't know if that really helps. I doubt it because,
Sale has the elbow injury as of now. His status for the year is who knows what could happen, especially with these pitchers nowadays.
Yeah, right now their two top starting pitchers are Eduardo Rodriguez and Nathan Eovaldi. Nathan Eovaldi's pretty good. They just signed him to a big contract.
Yeah, but
that guy's pretty injury prone. So let's see what happens with him. So
I'm not sold on them. And the Blue Jays, I love the prospects they got coming up. That played in the MLB last year. Bo Bichette, Vlad Guerrero, Biggio,
Gurriel Jr.
Yeah,
it's pretty good.
And they have a decent rotation this year. They got Rue from the Dodgers. They got Tanner Roark, Chase Anderson,
Matt Shoemaker.
Yeah. So a competitive team.
They can make them competitive. Maybe a wild card spot, but I don't know. Who knows? They have to get hot or something.
I think they'll just be competitive. These guys will just be competitive in the MLB. Winning some games. I don't think they'll be in the playoff contention for a few more years. So with the Yankees, I think their biggest question marks are
they're so hurt right now,
being injured, and their rotation.
They got Judge hurt, right? They got
Judge,
Stanton,
Paxton, Hicks,
Severino
down for the year.
Yeah,
Paxton will probably be down for a month or two.
I mean, their pitching rotation is pretty good, but Severino, it really hurt.
Yeah,
I don't know.
So right now, it's led by Cole and Tanaka. The 3-4 spots, Jay Happ.
Montgomery, maybe.
Montgomery. The Yankees can make a move at any time too, so never can count them out from getting other players. But the rotation will definitely be a big question mark. Another thing for the Yankees is they were injured for a lot of last season, and
Hicks is hurt too, right?
Hicks is hurt. Every time they would put people in the lineup, they would contribute just like that. Cameron Maben, Mike Tautman, Gio Urshela. Even LeMahieu coming into last season, we didn't know if he was going to be a starter or a utility guy coming in off the bench. So a lot of those guys just came up huge for them when asked. So it'll be interesting to see if these guys could do it again this year.
With Stanton and Judge hurt, I don't know. I think they're going to bring up Frazier.
Yeah,
he's really good.
He's a beast. I feel like he doesn't really have a spot on the team when healthy. So I think he's a great trade
asset.
Yeah, for them.
I mean, the Yankees want Steven Matz. If they really wanted, they could throw him in there.
Yeah, you could use players like that to get starting pitching. I think Frazier's a beast. I think it's just never going to work out with him in the Yankees.
Now let's talk about the Orioles. They're in a different realm.
Yeah, Orioles,
100 loss team every year. I mean,
I don't see it getting brighter anytime soon.
Yeah, the only person they really have is Trey Mancini, and they might trade him honestly.
Yeah.
For some prospects this year. And they also have Jose Iglesias. And he get hit, but he's really good. He was really good defensively, so which is nice.
And then I think a team that will get a wild card this year, Tampa Bay Rays. I like they got the 1-2 punch with Snell and Charlie Morton. Kevin Cash has been amazing with them. He's a fan of the opener. They've been doing that a lot.
Austin Meadows, they have. Yeah, Austin Meadows is very good.
They got that kid from Japan, Yasumido Tsudugu.
Okay, yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah,
but he'll probably be a beast for them this year. Probably starting opening day. So they also got Hunter Renfroe from San Diego.
Hunter Renfroe, he strikes out a lot. That's the only problem with him, but he hits a lot of home runs.
Yeah, they'll hit home runs. That's for sure. They just have a good team, top to bottom. So I expect them to get a wild card spot and really challenge the Yankees.
I just want to go back to the Orioles. We forgot Chris Davis. I don't know how he's going to do this year, but maybe he'll bounce back because they're giving him a lot of money right now.
Yeah, I mean, he signed that huge deal a few years ago. He's obviously struggled. I think it's kind of not all on him. I think he signed the deal thinking they would be competitive because they had a pretty good team for a while. Machado, Jones, Trumbo. They made the playoffs a few times. So it's just a really unfortunate situation.
With
there in
Renfro and
Baltimore.
the Rays, right? They traded Tommy Pham, right? They traded him to the Padres,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
So now I guess we'll go on to the AL Central. I'll start in first place. I think it will be the Minnesota Twins. Second, I have the Chicago White Sox. Third, Cleveland Indians. Fourth, Kansas City Royals. And fifth, Detroit Tigers.
Mine's a little different than yours. I have the Twins, then the Indians, then the White Sox, then the Royals and the Tigers.
Yeah, I think the Indians have like a really good roster right now.
It's between the Indians and the White Sox.
Yeah,
honestly.
I love what the White Sox did this offseason, but going back to the Indians, I think the situation there might get bad pretty quickly with Lindor.
He's on the fence of getting traded.
Yeah, they got rid of their two best starting pitchers.
They have Jose
Kluber
Ramirez
and
though, too.
Trevor Bauer. The thing about them is I love their pitchers. Even though they got rid of Bauer and Kluber,
Bieber,
Clevinger,
Carrasco.
Shane Bieber, Carrasco, and Zach Plesac. I think Clevinger, Plesac, and Bieber especially are going to be stars. I think they'll be really good pitchers. Bieber
won the MVP of the All-Star game last year, right?
Yeah, he was. Yeah, he did. So I think that will keep him competitive. But I think Francona is still managing there. I think
great coach.
Yeah, but I think it might be time to move on from them. Like they were right in the wild card race last year, and they sold at the deadline.
I know, but they got Franmil Reyes from the Padres.
Yeah,
he's good.
Yeah, he's a good player.
Yeah,
they did add Puig too.
They got Cesar Hernandez from the Phillies.
Trading Bauer was just, I don't know. I like Trevor Bauer a lot.
Yeah.
And
they had Puig last year, right?
Yeah,
Puig's still on the free agent market. Who knows if someone's gonna get him? You know.
And in first place, I have the Minnesota Twins. I think they're going to hit a lot of home runs.
Just like last year.
They added Josh Donaldson. I like their bullpen too. Their rotation, I don't think it's that weak as many do.
They just added Maeda.
Maeda. They have Barrios, Odorizzi,
Homer Bailey.
They have Pineda and what's his name? Rich Hill. They signed Rich Hill from the Dodgers.
Hill.
Yeah, he's 40 years old. He's gonna start. He's gonna be injured a lot to start the year. But I think that's 6 decent. And they what's that guy's name? He's starting against the Yankees. Dobnak,
the Uber driver.
Yeah.
So, they could put him there.
But I don't think they'll be that bad. So it'll be interesting what they do.
Hopefully Nelson Cruz stays consistent as last year. He did pretty good last year when he was healthy at least.
I think their window in the AL Central is the next 2 years. I think the White Sox, what they did this offseason, I loved it.
Great pitching staff.
They added Gio Gonzalez, Dallas Keuchel, Mazzara from the Texas Rangers.
Gio Gonzalez.
Encarnacion and Yasmani Grandal. They've had Moncada, Eloy Jimenez. They've been top prospects in baseball for a while now.
They have a very young lineup, which is great. And I don't know, I think they're going to go pretty far. I think they'll make a wild card, honestly.
And they were in the running for a lot of these superstars hitting free agency. I know they went after Machado.
Yeah, they wanted Machado really badly. Yeah, they got Grandal.
They didn't get him, but I think they spent their money wisely. They added a lot of good pieces for now to get back into playoff contention, just competitive baseball.
They have that reliever, Colome. So good.
Yeah, in the rotation, Giolito, Keuchel, Gio Gonzalez. So I think they'll be a good team. Another team I think I like I like their roster. I don't think they'll be competitive this year at the Royals.
Yeah. They got a home run hitter, Jorge Soler.
Yeah, Soler could have hit 45 home runs last year.
Yeah.
They got Merrifield, Mondesi, Hunter Dozier. They're getting Salvador Perez back.
Miguel Franco from the Phillies.
Yeah.
Maybe he'll change his career around. Maybe he went to a different team. Maybe things will be different. But
rotation's not too bad either. Brad Keller was good for them last year.
Danny Duffy,
Mike Montgomery, Danny Duffy. But they still got a ways to go. I wouldn't be surprised if they moved Merrifield.
I mean, Merrifield, he's always up there in the batting average race. I mean, I don't know. I mean, you never know with them, but I feel like they're not strong enough. I don't know how strong their bullpen is, but I don't think it's too solid, honestly.
Merrifield's name's been rumored at the trade deadline. I'm not sure if they signed him though, but he's a really good player. Steals a lot of bases too. So interesting to see what they'll do there.
Now, let's talk about the Tigers. That's another 100-loss team easily.
Yeah.
What are they? CJ Crone they got from the Twins.
Jonathan Scope.
Scope from the Twins too. They have Miguel Cabrera, is always like a loved person around the league.
The AL was really bad last year. I think for the most part it got better. Like a lot of the bottom teams in the whole MLB were in the AL. I think it got a little better, but these teams are still far away from.
I mean, they have pretty good pitchers. Ivan Nova's pretty good. They have Jordan Zimmerman. He didn't do too well last year, but
yeah, he signed that huge contract a few years ago. He's never lived up to it.
Matthew Boyd, he's a nice young prospect they have. He's good.
Yeah.
They had Michael Fulmer, but he's just not there. I mean, he was good.
Yeah.
Remember they got him in the Cespedes trade?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was a rookie of the year one year, right?
Yeah.
So
let's now go to the AL West. Who do you have in the AL West? Let me hear this.
So this is probably the toughest division for me to pick.
Yeah, so many good
in the
teams
AL.
there.
I have the Astros winning the division. I think it's gonna be a lot for them to overcome this year, but I think they'll win the division. And then here's the 2 to 4 spot. I had a lot of tough time picking it. So I have the Texas Rangers coming in second. I have the Angels coming in third. I have the A's coming in fourth, and then I have the Mariners at the bottom of the division at fifth.
I have the Astros at 1, the Angels at 2, the Rangers at 3, the Athletics at 4, and the Mariners at 5.
And the main reason I picked the Astros to win the division is Dusty Baker. I think he'll have them prepared, ready, disciplined for all that's going to come this year. They still have a talented team. They got big names. They have Verlander. They have Greinke.
I mean, I don't know if the scandal's going to get into their head or not, but
I mean, it easily could. They're not going to hear the end of it all year.
No, they're going to get booed every stadium they go to. It's not going to. But that team's still amazing.
Yeah, the team.
Even with the loss of Garrett Cole, their top 2 is Justin Verlander and Zach Greinke. Those are pretty good pitchers.
Yeah.
So
I think they'll win the division.
I think so easily. No problem with that. Because I feel like no one in the division has a stronger rotation or top 2 than them. You know what I'm saying?
And then I picked the Texas Rangers to come in second. I don't think they're gonna be that much of a popular team this year. But
they just built a new stadium, right? Yeah.
I like their rotation. They have Minor, Lance Lynn, Kluber, and Kyle Gibson. That's gonna be their top 4. I think that's legit. I think it's deep. I think they'll have a good rotation.
They also got Robinson Chirinos from the Astros, right?
Yeah, they got Todd Frazier. I think they'll hit a lot of home runs. Joey Gallo, he improved a lot towards his whole MLB career he's been getting better. He's becoming more of a hitter.
Odor's pretty good. I like him.
Yeah. They still got Shin-Soo Choo and
Elvis Andrews is getting pretty old, but he still puts up numbers, I feel like.
Yeah, they just hit the ball and so I think they'll be a good team. I think they were pretty competitive last year. They were only 6 games under 500, so I think they'll be good.
Now the Angels, they got some power and some hitting in their lineup. Ooh, don't get me started. Mike Trout, Ohtani, and Rendon, 2, 3, 4.
And Upton and La Stella.
Yeah.
Tommy La Stella was a beast last year.
La Stella was good.
He got injured. He was hitting home runs like crazy.
They have Brian Goodwin. He's one of their top prospects. He's very good. I remember watching him at the Futures game.
I'm not sold on their rotation. They got Julio Terrian from
the Braves.
Yeah, from the Braves.
They got Dylan Bundy.
Yeah. Ohtani had the Tommy John.
Yeah, so he can't really pitch.
I think they're gonna expect him to pitch once a week. I don't think he'll be ready till around May.
They had Matt Harvey last year, but Matt Harvey isn't the best,
Yeah. So I think they could easily be a really good team. They could easily be better than the Texas Rangers, Oakland A's, maybe even the Astros. Who knows what's gonna happen to them this year? But I'm not sold on the pitching. I think it's gonna be a lot for them to overcome.
They have Andrelton Simmons at shortstop, who he offensively improved a little bit more last year, but he's a great defenseman.
Yeah, he's been one of the top shortstops in the MLB for years now. Oakland, they're always a good team.
They're always right there.
They really don't have
no matter what.
They don't have the names, the superstars, but they always just have a good team.
Olsen's up and coming.
Yeah, Olsen and
he's done people
Chapman.
Chapman. They have Chris Davis, but I feel like he's more of a home run hitter. Simeon was up there for the race for the MVP, I think, last year.
They got Steven Piscotty.
Yeah,
he's been a good player throughout his whole career.
And they have Mike Friars. He's been in the news lately for
the Astros cheating.
Yeah, and they have AJ Puck. He's a great prospect. He's from University of Florida. I hope he does something. I remember watching him in college. He was pretty good.
And then Minaya has always been a good pitcher.
Let's talk about the Mariners. They're another team that needs some help. They really don't have anyone,
Yeah. I think they'll be at the bottom of the league all year.
They have Vogelbach. Remember, he was a big sensation.
Yeah.
So maybe
Also
like
last year.
Malik Smith. He was a little bit better. Seager, you know.
Mitch Haniger is probably he'll be injured for a little bit to start the year. He's probably their best player.
And they got someone from the Mets. His name is Jared Kelenic. Very good prospect. Maybe they'll bring him up this year just to see how he does. So who knows? They got him in the Edwin Diaz-Cano trade.
Mets gave away a lot of young talent in that trade.
Justice Sheffield from the Yankees, right?
Yeah.
Maybe he'll be in their rotation. Tejon Walker, remember him from the Diamondbacks? He's there too. So maybe they have some pieces. I think
maybe
they might be competitive.
Few
maybe
years down the road.
Yeah. So that's it, everyone. Thank you for joining the Danny and Francesco show. And next week we'll be talking about our predictions for the National League. Have a great day.
How long was it?